Hey everybody, Johnny Fuel here. In my last video I talked about top 5 things I hate about the Tenere 700, and that video was a little bit tongue-in-cheek because I do overall really like the bike, but no bike is perfect, and I wanted to make a list of the things that I didn't like as much. But today I'm going to talk about the 5 things I like best about the Tenere 700. So in summary, what they're going to be is the front brake, the power of the engine, the reliability of the engine, this bezel screen, the instrument screen, and then the cost, the overall cost of the bike. So stick around. So let's get to it. I mentioned the front brake. And the front brake is excellent on this bike. You can see that it has dual front discs, and it has amazing stopping power. About 3/4 of your stopping power is with the front brake as opposed to the rear, and having a good front brake adds a lot to safety as well. So this is an excellent front brake. I really like it. I've only ever had better on a BMW I had, and this one performs really well as well. So the next thing I wanted to mention is the instrument panel. So this instrument panel, I know some think it's pretty minimalist, maybe even a little bit old-fashioned, but I like it. It has all the information you need in one place. We have miles per hour, we have the clock, there's a gear indicator here at the top, we have a tachometer, we have temperature, and a fuel gauge. The fuel gauge is a little funny in the way it goes down kind of quickly in the middle, and I talked about that as one of the things I didn't like in the last video. And at the bottom of the screen you have a number of options here you can change yourself. You can either use the buttons or you can use the button here, the button over here next to the throttle, and you can change that so you can do it easily on the road. I often like to look at what the temperature is, but I often will check my trip meter and everything as well. So anyway, I like this setup and this screen. There's not a lot to it, but it meets my needs and everything works pretty well. The ABS, you can just press and hold to turn that off. It's on by default, and that's it. It's a pretty simple system, so there's not a lot of complication here, but also not a lot of expense. So the other thing I want to mention is this engine reliability and engine power. This engine puts out about 72 horsepower, and I'll try to look up the torque and display that here as well. But this engine's been used by other motorcycles by Yamaha, and it's been used for quite some time. I'll try to put a list of the bikes that use this engine. But I've been pretty happy with it. It has all the power I need for my needs. And lastly, I just wanted to mention the economy or the cost of the bike. This motorcycle brand new is $10,000, and that's not bad for a mid-size adventure bike. They can easily get more expensive when you look at BMWs or KTMs or other bikes, Moto Guzzi. But I think what has helped keep the cost down is it doesn't have a lot of fancy electronic features. It doesn't have traction control and that sort of thing, and that helps keep the costs down a bit. So overall, it's a good value and a good performing bike and very reliable. So that's my update for today. I hope you find it helpful. Leave comments down below if you can. Thanks.